We're turning on Captain Avenue now, and the church to the left at the next corner, Hartsdale Memorial Methodist, is a church that my grandfather's father was one of the founders of. Captain is important because back in the 60s, 50s and 60s, there was a thriving African-American business community here. H&W drugstore. A lot of the pharmacists from Xavier University, the students did their internships there. Over here, where you see this complex, there was a Captain movie theater and bakery and a drugstore. So, and on the right, this yellow brick building at the corner that was funeral home, black-owned funeral home, Cooper Glapion. And you're starting to see some of the houses that were pushed off their foundations by the flow of the water.
Where is the river?
The river is behind us, about a mile and a half now to our left. You turn right here.
And yeah, the satellite.
Turn left up. Two corners at law, turn left.
Florida, so straight ahead, right?
Yeah, we're going to turn up off. And Florida Avenue is the street straight ahead, the last street, and that's the boundary for the lower Ninth Ward. We're going to turn left and see my grandfather's house. Stop right in front of this house that's fallen down. This was my grandfather's house, and the house next door was shifted off its foundation and pushed into just the force of the water pressure from the breach was over to the right. It just shattered all these houses. Many of them have been cleared away. Yeah, there were houses on all of this land. What's left of the foundation. Many of you have probably heard of a group called Common Ground, and Malik Rahim, who's coordinating Common Ground, with his presence here in New Orleans throughout the hurricane and afterwards, providing medical assistance and food and lodging. But they've recruited more volunteers across the country from university campuses largely. Volunteers have come in and gutted houses. In fact, Common Ground volunteers who gutted my mom's house, but they've been the first line of defense for people who were either uninsured or underinsured. And 2 blocks on the other side of Claiborne, as I mentioned before, you weren't required to have flood insurance, and many people didn't have flood insurance. So if their roof was fine, they might may have received no settlement at all. But the Common Ground volunteers went in and gutted the houses. This is the new flood wall to the right. The older portion that extends, that's the height it was before, the older portion that extends to the canal. St. Claude Bridge is to the left.